It's Week 9 of the NFL, and we'll be watching the Oilers' Offensive Player of the Year.
And we are underway from Houston. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. But you look at this defense. They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's about what you consider the break-even mark. If you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course. A pretty nice effort.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve. I'd have to say a very solid performance.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Fleming. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That burst good for 20 and a first down. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
So pin that one on the rookie right tackle.
Remember those days when the right side was simply the run-blocking side? Now you're dealing with some of the better pass rushers in the league. It'll make you a little jittery.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Looking to throw on second down. Page. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Operating from the gun. Page. And that is incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it. They come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down. An empty possession, not what they were seeking.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out, their signal caller now in his 4th season in the NFL.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now, he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. The numbers for Davis last week: 3 catches, 53 yards, and a touchdown.
And in doing preparation for the game, you notice where guys rank in the league in terms of statistical categories. He's 4th in the league in receiving yards. That caught my attention in a positive way.
4 yards the pickup, first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Throwing on first down, Harvey. Going for the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown. A big play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Oilers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. Back to throw. Page. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring him second down. When you look at this defense, it's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And since this is such a good unit at covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, so that they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Officially nothing on that one. No gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. To throw on 3rd down, Page. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they get their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game. And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed. And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the fray. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked. That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Page. This ball taken in here by Brooks. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Page. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. 35 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now this throw caught left side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. On 1st down, Harvey. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 2nd down. Here's a give up the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Great 15-yard effort on the ground there on 3rd down to keep the drive going. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Harvey completes it to Davis. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. We're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card at least.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Oilers have regained the lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And here comes the Texans now. Looking back to that first quarter, they struggled, but now here in quarter 2, they seem to have some rhythm.
And it really shouldn't be a surprise to us, because when we were in the production meetings, we asked a few of the players about, hey, what if things get a little rocky early? They all said the exact same thing. We're prepared, so we're confident things will work out. And so far, they have started to do so.
Those 3 words we hear a lot: stay the course.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Looking to throw. Page. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And take it right on the 30. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And they will take over first and 10. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis.
They'll take the offset. When you're talking about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of the season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
He'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the second quarter. Uncorks one for Davis, and that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there. Deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
On third down, Harvey. 20! And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That goes as a gain of 37 on third down. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen, get caught for the penalty.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
They'll look to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and now it's 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. From 3 yards out. And the Oilers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
The Texans with the football here late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
Throwing to start the drive. Page. That's pulled in by Brooks. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun. Page. Looking left side, and it's complete. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Off the play fake. Page. He finds his man. Complete. That's Brooks. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And remember, he had one blocked earlier. And his kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A final shot before break. Harvey, he'll get this one complete to Davis. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon. Thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll start with a couple of franchises that have had their share.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
The question to be asked, where does this game go from here as we are back at it now on EA Sports? This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 50 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
Runs over.
A strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
15 yards on the play, first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Back to throw. Harvey. Now they go screen. It's complete. Touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Oilers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the 2nd half.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
They run the counter. Fleming. And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Page can't get away, and he's taken down.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last. He's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Harvey. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A very solid gain of 27. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory. Down at the 31. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Early down stuff should put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
To throw on second down. Harvey. And that is caught. It's Davis. Touchdown. A great effort there. 29 yards.
And the Oilers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Houston's offense taking over again. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
To throw on 3rd down. Page. And that will be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
This will be fielded at the 17.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
And out will come the offense as they take over.
Houston's offense taking over again.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 30. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 30-yard line. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up.
2nd and 1 now from the 21.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
104 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
2nd and 9.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
They're bringing us about right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
The Texans getting set here to take over again on offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
On 1st and 10, Page.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
Oh, great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
A good gain of 12 yards that time. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back.
From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. And they'll indeed take a knee. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was their